Let's start with the 2008 photograph of me and my friends in Karimun, Jawa, a tiny island in the middle of Java Sea. We were enjoying vacations in typical tropical islands. However, we only had 12 hours per day electricity access from diesel generators. It shows that energy conditions in general, especially in remote islands that depend 100% on fossil fuels. Now, in major cities in Indonesia, growing population is in line with incremental increase of all transport vehicles. Almost half of energy consumption comes from the transport sector, that heavily using on imported diesel fuels such as gasoline and diesel. A booming demand also happened in the electricity sector. For example, in Jakarta, the capital city, over the past decade, the demand increased more than double. High-rise buildings for residential and offices consume big portions in this increase. Today, more than 40% power plant in Indonesia using coal, and the number expected to increase in the near and long-term future based on the current energy policy. This will only produce more and more CO2 emissions. Environment and us, human civilizations, are the only victims. No one in our planet benefits from this. Like in other parts of the world, Indonesia also experiences more frequently natural disasters. For example, in the Poto, a major landslide in February this year because of long and heavy rain, and also suspected deforestation in surrounding areas. Indonesian energy policy needs a major overhaul. Renewable energy sources should be at the center of the change. Energy transitions towards cleaner, more sustainable development and fair transformations to all involved parties. As Indonesia lies in the equator line, we are blessed abundant solar energy along the year, shown in the previous image. We also have some potential wind sources in the center and east of the country. Large wind farm constructions in the last 3-4 years could be a stepping stone. Hydropower is the current biggest share of renewables power plants. It varies from large and medium size of dam hydro plants to small and micro power plants using runoff rivers. There is still much space to optimize this renewable potential. Its mature technology should be maximized by national and local developers. Another advantage of its geographic locations, Indonesia has huge geothermal reserves. Only about 10% is now already utilized. This will give another renewable options to replace big-size fossil power plants. In smaller scale, in rural and remote areas, more distributed renewable energy sources can be as solutions, such as biogas from agriculture residues in the Spoto. Small solar PV and wind farms also could replace highly polluted diesel generators in many villages across Indonesia. A breakthrough of energy transitions means that a new approach to status quo energy policy making. This is my starting point of my research work. Like this Greenpeace campaign photo, promoting to use cleaner energy sources, I propose new dimensions to be taken into account in the policy making. My research will do survey and interview all the relevant energy stakeholders, not only from renewable sites, but also fossil fuel parties. This inclusive process reflects multi-criteria decision analysis to draw alternative scenarios in the future. Information from various stakeholders will be combined with the latest reference quantitative data of energy landscape in Indonesia. Updated and new technology development will be captured. It will give a robust foundations to project more renewable uses into the whole energy system. The energy projections will go through until the horizon of 2050. A number of alternative scenarios will give us different views from the current policy. Future generations are given more and better options. Proposed energy planning will emphasize on high renewables penetrations into all energy mix. It needs all renewable energy potential sources to be integrated, such as solar energy, wind, hydropower, geothermal, and biofuels. More inclusive energy policy is expected to reduce gradually fossil fuel uses in all sectors. To simulate future energy scenarios, I use two modeling tools, Energy Plan and LEAP, or Low Emissions Analysis Platform. Energy Plan will focus on projections how the basis in targeted years, while LEAP will simulate yearly energy balance, emphasizing on model results, financial data. Electricity sector is my priority research work. The modeling task will explore new technologies to be integrated in the sector. It will feature the importance of optimizing excess power and balancing variable renewable energy sources. My research also will put more attention in the transport sector. It will highlight the use of electric vehicles and biofuels. The main goal is to reduce significantly fossil fuel uses in the sector. Last part of my research discuss about financing issues to boost renewables development in Indonesia. This will deal with investment costs, job creations, and other macroeconomic indicators. It will conclude by delivering the most suitable financial supports for the renewables that will benefit everyone in the country. Now I finished this with 10 years after the first image. In 2018, I went again to Karimunjawa Island, but now for work. We built a small PV farm with battery to supply 24 hours electricity with zero emissions. It was a baby step of energy transition in Indonesia, and all success stories start with a small step. Thank you so much for your attentions, and if you find some interesting and look for more information, you are more than welcome to contact me. Thank you.